Hey guys, here we are for lesson number 1 on Unit 5, rational numbers. The first part of Unit 5 is all about positive and negative numbers, and we're talking about that today. So we're on page 7 in our book. The I can statement is I can use rational numbers to describe temperature and elevation. So 1.1, using the thermometer. Here's a weather thermometer. The 3 numbers have been left off. What numbers go in the boxes and what temperature does the thermometer show? So go ahead and hit pause, fill out the boxes, and answer the question, then go ahead and hit play, and we'll get going. All right, hopefully you've had a chance to fill out the boxes and answer the questions, so we'll get into it. If you notice, each of the boxes, or each of the numbers that are on the screen are 5 units apart. So that means even the numbers in the boxes are also going to be 5 units apart. So what's in between 20 and 30? Well, 25 is. What's in between 5 and 15? 10. What's in between 0 and negative 10? Negative 5. What temperature does the thermometer show? The thermometer's right there, okay? And it's a little bit below 0, so it's between 0 and negative 5. I'd say it's a little closer to 0. So I would say negative 2 is a little closer to 0, okay? Just as long as you're in the ballpark, that's what matters. So on page 8, fractions of a degree. What temperature is shown on each thermometer? Which thermometer shows the highest temperature? Which thermometer shows the lowest temperature? And suppose the temperature outside is negative 4. Is this colder or warmer than the coldest temperature shown? How do you know? Well, first let's get the temperatures. So on this first one, each tick mark, if you look, is 1 degree. So this is 1 mark below 5, so we'll say it's 4. The second one is 3 marks below 0, so we'll say negative 3. The next one is halfway between 5 and 6, so we'll say it's 5.5. And this last one is between negative 1 and negative 2, so negative 1.5. Okay? Which temperature throws the highest temperature? Well, this is the highest at 5.5. Which one shows the lowest? Well, the one that's the lowest on the thermometer, that's negative 3. And it says, suppose the temperature outside is negative 4. That is cold. Is that colder or warmer than the coldest temperature shown? Well, my coldest temperature shown is negative 3. So negative 4 would be 1 mark below that, which means it would be actually colder. So it is colder than the thermometer is shown because it's lower on the thermometer. So the higher up on the thermometer you go, it's warmer. The lower you go, it's colder. Okay? All right, 1.3, seagulls soar, sharks swim. Here is a picture of some sea animals. The number line on the left shows the vertical position of each animal above or below the sea level in meters. Number 1, how far or above or below the sea level is each animal? So let's go ahead and get our marker out. The bird up here, eye level is about 10, so we'll say the bird is at 10. The dolphin, eye level is about there. I'd say it's a little bit above halfway, so I'm going to say the dolphin's at 3. The penguin, right at sea level, 0. The shark, it's a little bit past halfway between 0 and negative 5, so I'm going to say the shark is negative 3. We have the fish down here. I'm going to about right there. I'm going to say negative 7. And the octopus here is at negative 10. I don't know why I just zoomed out like that. All right. So negative 10. Number 2. A mobile array is 3 meters above the surface of the ocean. How does the distance from the surface of the ocean compare to the vertical distance from the eye? How does its distance from the surface of the ocean compared to the vertical distance from the eyes? So in other words, how far apart are they? So we have this mobile array that's at 3, okay? Well, the dolphin's also at 3, so it says how far away is it from the jumping dolphin? Well, if they're both at 3, they are 0 units away, 3 and 3, all right? The next one is the flying seagull. So I have this mobile array here somewhere at 3. I need to know how far away is it from the seagull. Well, from 3 up to 10 is 7 units away. So the mobile array and the seagull are 7 units away. Okay, and then we have the octopus. Well, if the mobile array is at 3 and the octopus is at -10, we can break this up into positives, the positives and the negatives. So from -10 up to the surface of the ocean at 0, that's 10 units away, right? And then from the ocean up to the ray at 3 is 3 units away. So 10 to the ocean and 3 to the ray, we add those together, 10 plus 3 is 13. So the octopus is 13 units away. All right, number 3. An albatross is 5 meters above the surface of the ocean. How does the distance from the surface compare to the vertical distance from the eyes of the dolphin, the seagull, and the octopus? So we're measuring the distance again, but now we're at an albatross, which is 5 meters above the ocean. So let me go ahead and erase. We're going to keep that for a second. We're going to erase this. And we are going to erase that. All right. So now our albatross is just another bird. It's at 5. So the first one, how far is it from the albatross to the dolphin? Well, the dolphin's at 3, the albatross is at 5, so they are 2 units away. So down here, I'm going to put 2. Next we have the seagull. So the albatross is at 5, the seagull's at 10, so what's the distance between 5 and 10? Well, it's 5. So the flying seagull is 5 units away. And then the octopus is still 10 units from the surface of the ocean, and then from the surface of the ocean up to 5 is 5 units away, so 10 plus 5 is 15. So the octopus is 15 units away. And then we have a clownfish, number 4. A clownfish is 2 meters below the surface of the ocean. How does the distance from the surface compare to the distance from the dolphin, the seagull, and the octopus? All right, so let me go ahead and erase this. We don't need this anymore. Erase all that. All right. So now we have a clownfish at negative, what was it at? 2 meters below. So 2 meters below, so it's going to be there. It's going to be -2. Okay? So the first one from the dolphin, well, the dolphin is 3 units to the ocean, and then another 2 units to the fish. So 3 to the ocean, 2 to the fish. 3 plus 2 is 5. So they're 5 units away. Now, to the seagull, well, the seagull is 10 units from the ocean, and then down another 2 to the fish, so 10 plus 2 is 5. Oh, wrong color. 10 plus 2 is not 5, 10 plus 2 is 12. And then the octopus is at -10, and the fish is at -2. So from -10 up to -2 is 8 units away. So it's 8 units away. And number 5, the vertical distance of a new dolphin from the dolphin in the picture is 3 meters. What is its distance from the surface of the ocean? So it tells me it's 3 units away. So it's a +3. That means we're going to go up 3. If it said the distance was -3 units away, we'd go down 3. But because it's positive, we're going to go up 3 more units. So I know my dolphin's at 3, and it says another dolphin is 3 units away, so that means it's up 3 more, which is going to put me at 6. So how far from the ocean? Well, it's 6 units away. Okay, in this case, 6 meters away. So how far away? 6 meters. Okay. We are not going to do 1.4, so let's look at the summary. We are done. So we can use positive and negative numbers to represent temperature and elevation. When numbers represent temperatures, positive numbers indicate temperatures that are warmer than 0, and negative numbers indicate temperatures that are colder than 0. The thermometer shows the temperature of -1 degree Celsius, which we write as -1 degree Celsius. Okay? When numbers represent elevations, positive numbers indicate positions above sea level and negative numbers indicate positions below sea level. We can see ordered numbers on a number line. Okay? We have negative 10 on the far left and positive 10 on the far right with a 0 in the middle. A number is always less than numbers to its right. So if I have two numbers and I'm thinking of a number line, if I have two numbers, the number on the right side is always going to be the bigger number. Okay? We use absolute value to describe how far a number is from 0. The numbers 15 and negative 15 are both 15 units from 0, so the absolute value of 15 equals 15, and the absolute value of negative 15 equals 15. So anytime you see these vertical lines, like we have here, those just mean absolute value. So whenever you see that, you can say the question is, how far is that number from 0? Well, 15 is 15 units from 0, and negative 15 is also 15 units from 0. You can never have a negative distance. It's always going to be positive. So we could call 15 and negative 15 opposites. They are on opposite sides of 0 on the number line, but the same distance from 0. All right, so for your assignment in Canvas, number 1, it says it was negative 5 degrees in Copenhagen and negative 12 degrees in Oslo. Which city was colder? So just think of a number line. Which one on the right side is, the number on the right side is going to be your warmer number. That means the number on your left side is going to be your colder number. So you need to select either Copenhagen or Oslo. Okay? And then number 2 on Canvas is actually number 3 in your book, and you're just telling me which number is the bigger number. Okay, so remember, the sign eats the bigger number. So if it's between a positive and a negative number, the positive number is always going to be eaten, so it's always going to be bigger. So like that. Okay, if you don't know which number's bigger, think of a number line. Okay, the one on the right side is going to be bigger, so make sure the sign eats that number. Okay, you can always send me an email if you have any questions.